the previous videos, we mentioned about the tenses that you use in the technical writing, which normally appear in the forms of simple present tense, present perfect tense, simple past tense, and simple future tense. It is depending on the purpose of the statement, different types of the tenses are being used. We also demonstrated the conditions where different types of the tenses being used within different sections of the thesis or the journals paper, which include the introductions, literature review, materials and methods, results and discussions, as well as the conclusions. Next, we will proceed with the discussions on some other grammatical errors that may appear in the technical writing, especially for us who are non-native English speakers. One of the common mistakes that we encounter, it will be the subject-verb agreement, which is normally related to the usage of the verb on basis of the singular or plural subjects. You know that normally when you are dealing with the singular verb, there should be s at the end of the verbs. And if we are dealing with the plural, normally the verb it will be the root words. Taking this as an example, this study, which is singular, investigates. The verb should imply that the study is a singular, and the results indicate. The results are plural. Therefore, your verb should also provide indications in terms of the plural subject. This is what it means by the subject-verb agreement. You should use singular verbs referring to a singular subject and using plural verbs to indicate the plural subjects. Next, when you encounter these indefinite pronouns, such as either, neither, each, you know that these indefinite pronouns are normally treated as singular. For example, neither of the models is applicable. You consider it as a singular. Therefore, is being used instead of are. These are common mistakes done by non-native English speakers, especially when we see the models as a plural. But because the statement is neither of the models, you are refer either one of it in the negative form, which means not this model, not that model. You are talking about two models, which can only appear as one of them when you are referring to it. Another example, it will be each of the model has flaws. Although the model here is plural, however, the references is on each of the two models. That means it's going to be singular. Therefore, you should use has instead of have. Let's say now you are dealing with compound subjects. As within the sentence, there are two subjects, as demonstrated by this sentence here. Neither the circuit nor the transistors were modified. What you see here, the circuit is a singular, the transistors are plurals. Now you are in the dilemma whether to use your verb in the form of singular or in the form of plural. Theoretically, the verb should agree with the last item in the subject. That means in this sentence, the second item is plural, then your verb should be plural. There is one more thing that you need to know. If the sentence comprises a singular noun and a plural noun, normally you should put the plural nouns after the singular noun, which in this case, the singular should come before the plurals. Therefore, this sentence of neither the circuit nor the transistor were modified is correct. The word here follows the plurals, which is the second subject, and when you arrange the nouns together, you will put the singular first, followed by the plurals.